I know a lot of people were probably expecting the finale to the underground dungeon slash quest line, and we're right there. All we have to do is defeat the druid, and then there's 2 other bosses after that, and that's it for the quest line. So 3 more bosses, and trust me, I will get to that. I just need to get a team together, and we'll probably do that maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure, or the next day, just sometime this week, hopefully really soon. But I think they also nerfed some of the bosses too. At least one of them they nerfed, I know for sure. But I don't know about the other ones, but because this is new week of test realm, so they have changed some things. But what I want to talk about in this video is a new system that they're adding into the game, and I feel like it needs to be explained because not a lot of people understand what it is. So there's a new tab. If you click your spell book and you go over to the right, there is a Spellwrighting tab. And with this, you can get a ton of spells, and all the different schools are on here, but I don't have any except one. And you'll be able to go ahead and click these to upgrade them. So on a surface level, you just hear upgrading your spells in Wizard101, and that sounds awesome, right? I want to upgrade all my spells. I want to go in and upgrade my lightning bugs for my storm. That sounds awesome. I want to upgrade all my shadow spells so they do way more damage, right? But it's not at that point yet. I don't know if it'll ever get to the point where we're able to upgrade our shadow spells. Maybe that's a future update. But for now, they're starting small. I've heard that you can only upgrade the lowest 2 spells so far. So for my life, that would be Imp and probably Leprechaun. So these 2, I don't even know where you get the requirements to be able to upgrade those 2 or any of the other schools. Maybe you have to farm lower level mobs. I don't know if anyone's done that or if they're even in the game, but what you have to do is get reagents in order to upgrade these spells. And another thing that I should mention this is the 2 new spells, Nightbringer and Daybringer. The only way to actually obtain these spells is not from the dungeon. Well, okay, it's not directly from the dungeon. It's not like you go up to the professor and he's like, oh, I got these spells for you, and you click it and you use a training point. You actually don't even use training points because you get enough of these spell elements, which are the new reagent, and once you get 35, you unlock it. And then you can put in like 1 copy in your deck. Only 1, because you've only unlocked level 1. Level 2, you can unlock 2 copies, 3, and then 3 is the max. So that's the only way to do it. So the first level of upgrading Nightbringer and Daybringer are just unlocking the spell itself. I don't know if anyone's farmed enough to get this, but I only have 2. I think I might have 1 or 2 on my other character, but that's the only way to get it. And I'm not going to explain what they do because I already did that in my first video of Test Realm, but it'd be cool to test these, but you know, I don't think I'm going to farm enough to get 35 reagents. I could pull it up in my actual book. That page was covering my book. I need to go to reagent tab. So let's look for these. Oh, we can actually go over here. I don't know why it refers to them as praxes or praxes here, but here's the Nightbringer reagent and spell elements to upgrade this spell. So basically, I'm going to call these spell elements because that's what they refer to them as. But you need a spell element for each spell that's going to be upgraded. And I don't know if the lower level ones are in the game yet. Like for my Storm, if I want to upgrade my Thundersnake, I would need the Thundersnake spell element. I don't know if that's even in the game. I haven't heard of anyone finding those yet. All I know is some people found it in the files that you can potentially upgrade the lowest 2. So I don't know when they're implementing that. It could be in the test room now, but yeah. So we're waiting on that. Unfortunately, we can't really test it. The only one you can test is Nightbringer and Daybringer, and you have to farm to get those. So let's go back to this page. That's basically how it works. I'm guessing the system is going to be way more fleshed out as test room goes along, and as you know, the update just comes to live and they eventually start rolling out more, I would hope. But it seems like they're starting small because on the update notes they showed the Fire Cat. I don't even know where you get the Fire Cat spell element, so I don't even have that, but we do have this one. So as an example, we'll just go through Nightbringer and see what upgrades you get as you get more spell elements. Also, if the first one is 35, I have to wonder if the next one is going to be more. I would hope that they're 35 each time because this is kind of a lot. I only got 2 and I almost went through the entire dungeon, or the entire quest line, I should say. And that's a lot of fights. I only got 2 of them. So I don't know. But seems like it'd be kind of a grind to get it, and you only get 1 copy. But I mean, Could be good in certain situations. Maybe people really want this card and they're gonna have to grind to get it. But I'll probably grind it just to get the card, just to have the spell, because I kind of want it. So for Nightbringer rank 1, you get the card, you get a single copy that you can put in your deck, and that's pretty much it. So you can use it one time as a enchant, because this is an enchant. And yeah, that's it. That's the only copy that you have. So you're gonna have to upgrade it again. Probably 35 or more spellments, if I had to guess. And once you farm for that, you get 2 copies. And that's the only thing that's been upgraded from 1 to 2, I think. Yeah, looks like that's it. So 2 copies. Rank 3, you get 3 copies. And rank 4 is when it actually starts to change the card itself. So you still only get 3 copies, just like the 3rd rank, but it reduces the pip cost by 1. So now you're down to 2 pips extra. Whatever spell you enchant takes 2 extra pips. If it's bugs, that would be 5 pips, plus a shadow, plus extra 2, so 7 total pips to cast that and have it delay cast it next turn. So that's what happens with that. And then if you want to get to the final stage, stage 5 or rank 5, you still get 3 copies. Still the same for this, but what changes is this times 1. And I think what this means is that now you can reshuffle it. If you use reshuffle, you will get the card back. I think this means if you reshuffle it, you don't get the card back, because that times 1 means you only have 1 copy of it, like one time, like you can't reshuffle it or something like that. But I think that's what it means. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think that's what it means with that times 1. So that's just Nightbringer. I really want to see what the other ones are like, what the other spells are like, because I'd be interested to see what the Thundersnake looks like. And it'd be cool to see like the progression of each of those. And I'm not sure if that's actually in the game yet, or if they're waiting for it or what, but you can click help and see this. It just says you have to get the spell elements in order to unlock it. And then the upgrades, which we already went over. So, I mean, they don't really go too in-depth on this. There's no quest also to help you like learn spell elements. Sometimes with new systems like this, they will add an NPC that gives you a quest for it, kind of like they did with Photomancy to help you learn Photomancy. They have some quests for that. No quest for this one. It's just kind of in the game. It's there, and I don't know. It's not really that like it's not really implemented too well right now. And I know a lot of people were confused on it. Honestly, I was confused on it. I was looking. I'm like, where do you get the spell elements? I know I got this one from the dungeon, but where do you get the other ones? And still don't know the answer to that. I don't know if it's in the test room yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think that the spell writing is a great system. I think if they do this right, they could make it so that your spells are a lot more useful at higher levels. Like on my life right now, I never use some of these spells just because they're pretty weak. And if the intention is just to have the spell be the same pip cost, higher damage, or some of the spells, what if it could reduce the pip cost? Imagine reducing the pip cost of a spell. I know that sounds like OP, but it's something that you could work for. And I don't think they would change any of the heals. That would just be crazy. But some of the damage spells, like Nature's Wrath, they would probably up the damage, maybe give this 95% accuracy. I don't think they would ever reduce the pips. Like, I feel like that's too crazy. But maybe some spells. I don't know. It just kind of depends. But that's kind of the progression. What we saw in the Firecat example and what they could do. Obviously, higher damage is like the go-to. And are they going to do it on other spells too, like heals? As of right now, I feel like it's only damage spells. So as another example, what about a spell like Krampus? I don't know if they would ever allow you to upgrade this spell, but this one gives you base damage and negative 45. If you could upgrade this spell, then they could up the accuracy, up the damage, and up the debuff. So they could make this 50%. I don't know if they would do something like that. It'd be kind of cool if they did. Where is the Luminous Weaver? This one. They could up this to 30, 35. I don't know. It would make it a lot better. And only the people that worked towards getting that would unlock it. So just thought, I don't know if they're ever going to do that, but I feel like it'd be pretty cool if they implemented things like that. And of course, they're going to start small. It makes sense for them to start small with lower pip spells just to kind of see how it works. Lots of potential here for this system, and I'm pretty excited for it. It might be a while till we actually get shadow pips that can be upgraded, if ever. Maybe they don't want us to upgrade shadow pips spells because they're too good. That probably is the case, if now that I'm thinking about it. But upgrading other spells, I feel like even if they made it difficult and made you farm for it like they do most things in this game, it'd still be pretty rewarding to get that. And you would only upgrade spells that you use a lot. So on my life, I would only upgrade my healing spells because I never hit. So I would upgrade, if I could upgrade Pigsy, I would do that. I would upgrade Pigsy for sure. I would upgrade Rebirth. What if this Absorb went up to 500 or more? That'd be pretty awesome. So yeah, I would upgrade those. I would upgrade Fairy. So we'll see. We will see what happens. And what that changes is the base stats of your cards. So if I upgraded Imp, then it would be, say, 70 to 110. That's the base stats now. You can then enchant it with Epic, and it would take those base stats and add it to Epic, and then that would be your new enchanted card. So that's how it works. It'd be your new base stats. And if you could do the same to a heal, it'd be the same thing. So this would be up to like 450. And that's your new Fairy. You can enchant it because it's your new card. So I like the potential here. I think it's going to be good. I just want to see what they do with it. So that is going to do it for this video looking at spell writing. Very early stages of it because we don't even know that much. And we only have like 1 or 2 spells that you can even upgrade in test room right now. So maybe in the future we're going to be able to upgrade like all of our spells. Who knows? But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. Definitely subscribe so you know when I post more test room videos. Next one will most likely, if not like 99%, be the final boss and the other 2 bosses. So look forward to that. Subscribe so you know when I post that. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.